Welcome to A Happy Ending. The idea for the play came about when I invited a couple to dine with us here. And after some finagling back and forth, I was told that no, they couldn't come because the wife was terrified at the thought of a retirement community. That got me thinking, and it finally dawned on me that she really wasn't afraid of a place, she was afraid of a period of life. And the idea of the play is to point out that the latter part of life can be fun just as the earlier parts were. And that's what we're trying to do here. Thank you.
The home of Fred and Marge, husband and wife.
Marge! Marge!
Okay. I'm coming, Fred. Don't yell. I'm not deaf yet. What is it?
You know that pamphlet or whatever junk they sent you from the place you think we should go to?
You mean the retirement community?
Yes, where is it?
The one called Happy Landing?
Yes, yes.
Fred, it's in your hand.
Oh.
See, Fred, that's another reason I think we should go. My health just isn't very good, and you're getting a little forgetful.
I'm not really forgetful. I know exactly what I did today.
Fred, you play golf every day.
Well, something happened though today that was interesting.
On the golf course?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the fellows asked me, was I excited about going to wherever it is we're
Happy
going? Happy Landing. And I said, no, I wasn't. And then I thought a while, and I said, well, you know, it's so much like a campus that it reminded me of going off to prep school. And I did get a little excited. Can you guess what he said to that?
No.
He said, you ain't going to prep school, you're going to finishing school.
No one wants to go to a place that's slow, give up living as they always have. No one thinks about losing all their clout, going to some dreary place they know nothing about. No one comprehends losing all their friends, giving up their way of life and sitting on their ends. I guess we shouldn't wait until it is too late. I hope this place is great. I do
hope this place is great.
But Fred, look at it this way. It is a gift to the children. You won't have to do all I ask of you. When the lawn was creeping up our house, you will now be free of all I ask of thee. When chores came up you thought were yours, you'd always disagree. Now we'll just have fun, play with everyone. All those games with funny names we always used to shun. I guess if Shirley rung the bell, if this place is
well,
whatever, then this place will be great. Oh yeah, this place will be great.
A few months later, at Happy Ending's retirement community.
Stay right there. Well, Fred, I put the dishes in the cupboard, the clothes in the closet, the few books we brought in the bookshelf, and I've even learned to not pull that funny string that hangs down by the bathtub.
thank goodness.
No. Tell me the truth, darling. What do you think about this place?
Well, I have to admit, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. And I look so good in those croquet whites.
Yes, you do. You do. You know, you make friends fast in a place like this. We've had invitations to dinner, and all the neighbors have said hello. We just think our finishing school is the place to go.
Come and join us if you can. Hurry, don't be slow.
There's croquet and bocce and sit and be fit, and exercise sitting for legs that have quit. Great books, bridge,
And poker.
and crafts of all kind. You'll find them all here stimulating your mind. We just think our finishing school is the place to go. Come and join us if you can.
Hurry, don't be slow.
There's ping pong and
And mahjong and
concerts galore,
and
and
lectures for hours to make your butt sore. And if you prefer, you can sit there and snore.
but please do it quietly, don't be a bore. Finishing school is such fun, finishing school is great. There is so much here to do, so much on your plate.
Oh. 6 months later, at Happy Landing's health facility.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
Oh, not well, Fred, but I'm better now that you're here. You know, I'm just so sick of being sick.
Oh, you'll be home in no time.
I wish. They take really good care of me, Fred, but you know, there is one thing you can do for me.
What's that?
Sing me that song that you wrote for me and sang when we were courting.
That was over 56 years ago.
I'll help you.
I'll need it. Here we meet on top of a mountain, way up in the sky. Here we stand, hand in hand, way up high. Though it's dark on top of this mountain, I can feel your smile. Though it's dark on this mountain top, I can see for miles. What a beautiful countryside. I have both of my eyes open wide, and the meadows are in bloom, all the grasses swaying too, and the air is like perfume. I'm in love. What a wonderful place to in love all the world seems to know. There's a smile on each face, and then any old place is a beautiful countryside.
Marge's funeral service a month later.
Bill, that was a lovely service for Marge. How are you holding up?
Not well, Bill. I miss her so. I've got to talk to somebody. I'm not to friends.
Well, when my Sally died, I was at a loss. I wish I could make this easier for you, Fred. You know, I used to be a therapist, and anytime you'd like to talk, I'm here for you.
Well, that's very comforting. Let me think about it.
A few weeks later, in Bill's apartment.
Bill, I want to take you up on what your offer. I've got to talk to somebody. I'm just terribly depressed.
Sure, Fred, I'm here to listen. When the best friend you've had takes her leave, you feel you're entitled to grieve. The time spent together was much like the weather. Ups and downs, you are bound to perceive.
Day after day I adored her. Year after year I looked toward her. Now that she's gone, how can I carry on? What am I going to do?
You are left with a wound from a knife when you lose a compatible wife. The offspring you fostered kept you nearly exhausted, but gave a true meaning to life.
I have lost my offspring's mother. They have lost their mother too. Now that she's gone, how can we carry on? What is our family to do?
It is time to make up your mind to leave all the sorrow behind. Enjoy what remains and shed all those pains. Be accepting of love you can find.
I have some girls to console me. I have some boys to uphold me. Now that she's gone, we must carry on. That's what a family must do.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. It's really a comfort having you.
Anytime.
Sometime later, in the dining room.
This is a great idea you have, Emily. All of us getting together, trying to help Fred with some kind of hobby or new interest.
Before we brainstorm about Fred, I really have a really important question. Has anyone had the shrimp and clam fettuccine this week?
Oh, honestly, Emily, that's all you think about is food.
You know, I was a good cook in my day. I could do a bread pudding you wouldn't believe.
Maybe Fred could take cooking lessons.
Oh, no. How about tropical fish.
For sushi?
Ooh, sushi. Yuck. And then guess what you have to do? You have to change the water for the tropical fish.
Any other ideas?
How about an elder hostel? Or maybe painting classes?
Hey, you know what? Fred needs to laugh. Maybe, isn't there such a thing as a comedy club? Maybe he can join a comedy club.
How about introducing him to my friend Mary? She's a lot of fun.
Hey, that's a great idea, because Mary loves to laugh.
That might work because I asked Fred if he wanted a dog and he said only if it could talk.
Oh, look, here comes the fettuccine.
There you go, talking about food again. A later date at Happy Landing's retirement community.
We all miss your lovely Marge, Fred. How are you coping?
Not well, Em. I'm still unhappy.
You need something creative, something fun, or even somebody to laugh with. Say goodbye to sorrow. Say hello, new love. It may come tomorrow, like a flying dove. Do not fear to take it if it comes around. Loneliness will vanish, and joy will then be found. If you think it's over, give it one more try. Success may be hiding, and you won't know why. Luck may come tomorrow. Don't give up today. Fate may smile upon you and send you on your way.
I'm not giving up, Em. I want to live a normal life. I want to go to bed at night and wake up in the morning looking forward to the day.
I've got an idea. I have a really good friend, Mary, and I think you might like her, though I know that's not what you have in mind.
You and Bill are always trying to fix me up. I'm just not ready.
I appreciate that, but I'm worried about Mary. She seems lonely. What about all of us getting together at my place?
Well, since you put it that way, I'd be a heel not to go with it.
A day later in Mary's apartment.
Oh, hi, Em. Come on in. How do you like my new hat?
Wow!
Yeah, I like it so much I even bake cookies in it.
Is the hot water ready? I'd love to have a cup of tea and some of those cookies.
Those good cookies coming up. I'll tell you what, though, I'll trade the tea for a little sympathy, if you don't mind listening. There was a time it was all about me. That was a time I was living with glee. Now it's no longer the same. And when I hear Mom, it comes as a shock. They're just not talking to me. I lost my husband, the head of our pack. He was our leader for such a long time. Now he's departed from me. No end of wishing can bring him back. What's in the future for me? I'm just so empty existing like this. It's not how I want to be. Lord, please send me something to look forward to, so I can bid all my sorrow adieu. That's what I want, that's what I need. Please send me something today.
A few days later, in Villa A, Fred's bathroom.
face like that.
And in Villa B, in Mary's dressing room.
Ooh, look at those wrinkles. No one's gonna be attracted to this face. I look in the mirror, and what do I see? An elderly creature who couldn't be me. The wrinkles, the sparseness of hair on my head. If I looked like that, I would surely be dead. I wonder, I very, very often wonder, what will I see today? The mirror, who will face me in that mirror? When I look that way, I glance at the glass, hoping old age will pass. But I fear it is planning to stay. That mirror, that very, very heartless mirror, what will it see today?
The wrinkles, those very, very ugly wrinkles, they cannot be on me. The baldness, the very, very shiny baldness, I don't want to see. I'll just try to hide these bad feelings inside and to look at that mirror with glee. That mirror, that very, very nasty mirror shouldn't look at me.
That mirror, that very, very devilish mirror
has a firm grip on me. That mirror, that very, very devilish mirror knows I have to see. It knows I'm a slave to that damn daily shave, and that it will be looking at me.
That mirror, that very, very devilish mirror has to let me be.
A week later, in Mary's apartment.
I'm glad to see you again, Emily. I'm depressed. I've been looking in the mirror. You know, when your age is higher than your thermostat, you shouldn't look in the mirror too much.
That's the truth.
Emily, when I was in the caregivers group, there was a really nice man who was in there. He was so kind to his wife. I don't know his name, but I see him pass in front of my window every day.
That's an improvement. It's time you notice someone.
I watch from my window, you pass on the street. My dreams all include you, but still we don't meet. The chance may be coming, and not far away, that we may be meeting before many a day. I wonder, I very, very often wonder, will he come my way? I wonder, I very, very often wonder, will he come to stay? I waltz round and round with my feet on the ground, but my head is way up in the blue. I wonder, I very, very often wonder, does he wonder too? Oh look, there he is now, Emily.
Is that the fella you've been watching?
That's the one who was so loving to his wife and caregivers.
I'll be darned. That's Fred. What a coincidence. I've been wanting to get you two together. How about coming to my apartment for cocktails?
Let me know when. I'm ready.
Well, we'll set it up soon. At our age, men are scared.
Next day in Agnes's apartment.
Oh, Emily, I was worried about you. Where have you been for our friendly game of gin? And you know what? You better have brought a lot of dimes because I'm going to take them all from you.
Well, it took about 15 minutes for me to find my keys.
Oh, that's nothing. I was invited to a potluck last Saturday. And guess what? I got all dressed up and I made a wonderful, delicious salad. And I went over to my friend's house, rang the doorbell. She came to the door and I thought, she looks a little strange to me. And I said, am I a little bit early? She said, yes, you're a little bit early by 1 week. I call myself dum-dum. I really don't mean it. I'll make such a silly mistake. I go to a cupboard, just like Mother Hubbard, and forget what I wanted to take. At breakfast this morning, well, day was just dawning. I put coffee into my dry flakes. The day had just started, but my reason was departed. What errors will I still make?
I block on simple words. I can't think of a word that has flown like a bird right out of a thought in my brain. Someone interrupted. My thought was corrupted. My hunt for that thought was in vain. When all's put together, it changes like weather. Our brain is a monstrous thing. Intellectually hazy. I don't think we're crazy. Old age is a perplexing thing.
Well, see, Emily, we all suffer from the same thing, maturity.
A month later in Fred's apartment.
So, Fred, tell us how you met Mary.
It started at a mixer. I hadn't planned to go, but when director asked me, I just could not say no. I sat down at a table with cookies and sweet punch. The ladies who were sitting there were huddled in a bunch. One was by far the friendliest by my discerning eye. Then I tried to talk to her to make the dull time fly.
She seemed uninterested in anything you said, but soon her shyness vanished, replaced by warmth instead.
And then you started laughing. And much to your surprise, she really seemed to take to you. And she had lovely eyes.
Your laughter just continued. It moved the joyless air. It brought together two lost souls, a better life to share.
We don't know how it happened. Our eyes turned on a smile. A wonder drug real humor is. It makes one's life worthwhile.
3 weeks later in Mary's apartment.
It seems you're quite taken with Fred.
Yes, but
But what? I thought you were really excited about him at the mixer and at the party, and that you were seeing a lot of him.
well, I am, but I'm a little scared, Emily. I never thought to fall in love again. I lost a spouse whom I loved to the end. Then Fred came and my heart sang, slow at first with a guilt pang. I thought I'd go through life now all alone, hoping someone would call me on the phone. Fred gave my life a happy start. He held my hand and warmed my heart. Now I know that life is good again.
Good, you had me worried for a while.
Well, I guess it's like the first time I got serious with a boy. You know, those scary butterflies in the stomach.
3 weeks later, one evening, in Mary's apartment.
Oh, Fred, I have such fun with you. The best part of my day is with you.
You know, Mary, I feel exactly the same way.
I can't snap your... Some fellows just make conversation.
Some fellows will feed you a line. But I'm having a wonderful sensation of feeling as if you'd be mine.
It's not that I'm crazy that makes me this way. It isn't finances or bills I must pay.
I wouldn't be
Happy if I owned a yacht.
It's not that I'm crazy.
It's not that I'm not. It's not that I'm careless in my treatment of you. It's not that I'm blasé in all that I do. It's not that I'm cornered or put on the spot. It's not that I'm falling. It's not that I'm not.
Maybe someday fate will change my mind.
Possibly in some way I'll be the one to be left behind.
It's not that I'm right there,
Love you.
love me. It's not that I love you. It's not that I care. It's not that I'm worried about this whole affair. It's just that I want you and want you a lot. It's not that I'm crazy. It's not that I'm not.
It's not that I love you, it's not that I care. It's not that I'm worried about this whole affair. It's just that I want you and want you a lot. It's not that I'm crazy, it's not that I'm not.